root strength, cohesion of the soils. Now, once we cut the trees, we lose that, and that's why we have gravity, especially pushed by water, pushing the soil down. So whenever you have cracks, that means the force pushing down is stronger. And at that time we can't do anything. We just move away the population. So I think that is where the district officials have told me that is an emergency. We need to shift these people immediately. But Your Excellency, I also wanted to brief you on Karamoja, because I'm the minister in charge of Karamoja. You directed me. First, I will apologize on behalf of my people of Karamoja for the few elements who have been causing problems with our neighbors. I must also appreciate, Your Excellency, the support that I've received from you. On 19 September 2021, we were in Morulinga, and you directed us with my colleague, Honorable Nandutu, that we intensify community mobilization and livelihood support. We thank you. We received the supplementary budget, and we are now ready with the implements you directed us, the white goats, the gala goats, and iron sheets. So we have mobilized 70,000 goats and 90,000 iron sheets. We are requesting that you flag them off. When you come to Karamoja, they are all collected in one center, in the open, in Naitangwai, open ground. You flag it off, and then we can hit the ground to distribute, Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, my name is Ongalo Obote. I'm the Minister of State for Teso Affairs. I would like to report that we have still made very little headway with regard to defining the boundaries of the Pian Upe Game Reserve, which has led to serious conflicts between the locals and UWA, and also has allowed the incursions of the rustlers into Teso, because the boundaries of the Pian Upe Game Reserve, which affect Kumi, Katakwi, and Nakapiripirit, have not yet been clearly defined. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Emi Mitala. I am the District Commissioner for Bududa. Your Excellency, the problem of anthrax began in Bududa on the 13th of May. So far, like General said, by this morning we've lost 27 animals in Bududa and one in Namisindwa, and also one in Manafa. As local leaders, we first of all instituted a temporary quarantine as we were liaising with the Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, and they sent people on the ground, but it stopped at that. Now, we were told by the ministry that anthrax vaccine is not one of those that are procured by government. Therefore, it must be procured privately. We made a step and talked to the people so that they could pay, but it is slow, and yet we needed to do a lot to vaccinate the animals. The threats we have is that most of these animals come from across the border because of the cross-border trade with Kenya. So we were looking for the source. We thought maybe it could be the forest or the cross-border trade. Our biggest problem as the districts is that the ministry has only done one thing, to confirm the quarantine that we had instituted as the local leaders. But they've not come in to help us in combating this problem. Now, the other problem is the discipline of the people, that the carcass that is buried, people go stealthily and exhume it and eat it. That's where we got a problem of a death of a person. Now, the people that are being treated, at least 11 of them have been discharged. The good thing is that the threat of person-to-person infections is slow and small and very minimal. But the threat of the animal to animal and animal to people is very high. Now, the enforcement is very difficult because the police is very thin on the ground, and also to respond to the alerts. And then surveillance has become a problem because Kampala has not come in to give us a hand. Your Excellency, Bududa still is where we have the crack in Bubita sub-county. We've talked to the people to relocate. We invited our Prime Minister's office. They came and saw what is happening. The people have nowhere to go. Because even where we would have taken them in Unambutie, they are too slow in giving us space for those people. Now people still feel they go back, but it is pardonable. Because one, we told them to go away, they have no food, they have no help, and we just tell them, please relocate, and they don't have help. So it is becoming a problem to us. The pace of Kampala responding to the districts is very slow, Your Excellency. I thank you.
Your Excellency, my name is Asamo Helen. Excellency, I want to talk about the people who were moved away from the forest of the Sebei Highlands here. And before I became a minister, you made me a chairperson of Equal Opportunities. I had an opportunity to move in all this region. And those people, Excellency, are suffering. Our office of OPM has never looked at these people. They're like in a camp. They have been neglected. And I want to believe, as a Minister of Gender, we look at issues of minority groups, and I think these are our people. We need to have a special program that can get those people out, because they said, you moved us from the park, but you're not caring for us. And they really were looking desperate. I want to pray if government gives them special land, because they said, give us where we can farm, give us some kind of equipment to help us do farming. So, Excellency, I am talking for the human beings, since I come from the Ministry of the People, and I want to pray that we support these people. As we discuss about the boundaries, about the animals, let's also talk about the human beings. Thank you, Excellency.
Your Excellency, sir, I am called retired Major Leonard Chemonges. I've come to give you information pertaining to the same people who have been having problems with the UA in Sebei. Your Excellency, sir, I remember while I was still your private secretary for political affairs, the people of Sebei brought the same complaint, and I captured it under minute in which we issued a directive that those people Honorable Samo is talking about, who are suffering in Kisangani and Rwanda, who are all in Kapchorwa District, be relocated in a place called London. London is a place which is part of the national park, but it enters into the where the community is. It enters into the community, meaning that it crosses the road. Part of it crosses the road, and part of it is on the upper side. And you were convinced and accepted that they be resettled there. These people of the upper side are located in about 3 main areas. Those ones of Kapsakek have been settled in Bukwa, most of them. There's still a small balance. Now the ones who are suffering most are the ones in Kisitu and Yatui. These are the same people who could easily be relocated in London, together with the people of Kisangani and Rwanda. And we shall solve that problem. Secondly, the issue of the conflict between UA and the community is not only limited to the boundary. But I remember during all the past electoral campaigns, the people along the forest line had been begging the government to allow them to graze their animals in the park. But Your Excellency, sir, even Honorable Mai Mukula can bear me witness. Whenever we come to campaign, we always ask the authorities to temporarily allow the people to take their animals into the park. And usually because it is a campaign period, we need our candidate to pass, we need the NRM to pass, they are allowed. As soon as we pass and we go to State House and Parliament, swings into action and closes out the people. That's why they keep shooting people. And it's true. They have shot so many people. I've even never made a brief to you, Your Excellency, sir, because I saw there was a lot of pain. So, the issue is, let us see how we can talk with the Ministry of Tourism. Is it possible for the cows and goats in Sebei to graze along the wild animals like those ones in Lake Buro National Park? Is it possible? If it is not possible, then let the people know from the beginning that it is not possible. Instead of us talking to them during campaigns, when the exercise is over, we close them. Now they take us like we are bayai. When we need votes, we kneel to them. When we don't need, when we go to Parliament or State House, we chase them away. So, Your Excellency, those are my 2 points. Let's see how we can sort out the issue of the animals, grazing rights, collecting firewood, and whatever. All these issues to do with the killings and rape will end. And there will be harmony between our forces and the community. Finally, the issue of London. That thing was captured as a directive. I remember I was a duty officer, and I think those things are inside State House there. If we can do that, we shall settle all those people in Kisitu, Yatui, London, and Kisangani. Finally, Your Excellency, at the end of your meeting today, I'm requesting to meet you for 5 minutes, Your Excellency, sir. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, I'm Annette Nandudu, the district chairperson, Bulambuli district. Still on the issue of boundaries, you gave a directive for Bulambuli and Kapchorwa to open up boundaries. You sent the Ministry of Lands, people came, Bulambuli accepted, those of Kapchorwa refused. People who came from the ministry went back, promising us to come next time to handle. Up to now, everything is still in vain. Your Excellency, when our people get pangas and cut each other, my office as the district chairperson acts as a shock absorber. Sometimes I fail to perform my duties. I end up handling court issues in my office. Your Excellency, help us through this follower to bring our brothers and sisters of Kapchorwa. We sit on one table, we handle for the harmony of our people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Allow me join my colleagues to welcome you to Sebei region and Eastern at large. This is Chemonges William, Member of Parliament, Queen constituency. I just want to add on to what my colleagues have said. My Special Major Chemonges have given us a very good brief on the issue of Mount Elgon. Your Excellency, this is a very serious matter in this region. If I can give a brief, Mount Elgon was created into a national park in 1993, and since then, after creating it into a national park, a few people were resettled, and the resettlement was not done perfectly. It left many people unresettled. And in 2005, there was the community from Mount Elgon went to court, and the government consented into their case. And the judgment had had enough directives where it was saying we should resettle the people before we turn the place into a national park. And it had a lot of directives. And in 2011, Your Excellency, you gave a very good directive to Ministry of Lands and even to the Prime Minister's office, where you directed that all the Benets who are not resettled be resettled in London. And that's what Major Chemonges had said. And everybody was comfortable, and people have been waiting for that up to now. Your Excellency, because of the delay to resettle these people, we have lost a lot of many people because there is a very serious issue with the boundary. That is why Wildlife Authority is ever in fights with the community. And we have lost very many people, over 100, if I may say. Your Excellency, when you came for campaigns last year, 2021, I remember telling you in Duban that we had a very big problem in the Upper Bell. Everybody was running away from our party just because of the boundary issue. And you directed the chairperson, Eastern, Mr. Honorable Mukula, to come and sort out the issue. Your Excellency, that was a very good idea. The chairperson came, and we went to the Upper Bell. We went to Kwanyi and talked to people from Kapata. Then we came to Kosir. And his message was very direct, and everybody welcomed it. Where he gave us a message that would resolve the issue of grazing animals, which is actually the main activity by the Benet people. And then he also brought a very good message on resettlement, that whatever the president had directed would be effected. And that meant resettling people in London. Your Excellency, we understand the issue of climate change. We know it could be true that London is not the right place to resettle people now, but especially at this time that we are trying to conserve the environment. But Your Excellency, we have never gotten, Your Excellency, we do not know what happened when you gave the directive. Because up to now, I've been researching to find the document, maybe to find the report from the environmentalists. But we have not seen it. In Parliament, I have raised this matter several times, more especially on the killing. Your Excellency, we have seen UPDF, even when they misbehave and kill, they are prosecuted. The police officers have always been prosecuted. But it is only and only these officers from Uganda Wildlife Authority that have been killing, and they just go and continue with their work. Your Excellency, I don't want to take a lot of time. I just want to say, Honorable Mukula is here. Maybe he would add on something. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Now, I think now we are getting disorganized. Because
Thank you.
Because if each one speaks.
But Your Excellency, boundary only.
No, the boundary we have got to the issue.
But Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, my name is Chemonges Silas from Kapchorwa Town Council. I remember the other time when you came to Tuban, I was lucky to meet you, Your Excellency. I wanted your help for scholarship, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency,
okay. What do you say? Are you studying a useful subject?
Your Excellency, I'm a senior six leaver and I'm from a humble family, Your Excellency. So I'm requesting you for a scholarship in...
What subjects do you want to study? What subjects?
Arts.
You joined the army.
Your Excellency, thank you very much.
Norway so.
My name is Tola Fadil, Member of Parliament for Tingei County.
Now, so you write that man, he joined the army, then I will support him from there.
Your Excellency.
Now, is behind there. Hello.
Your Excellency.
We have got a lot of arts people already.
Yes. Your Excellency, my name is Tola Fadil, Member of Parliament for Tingei County, Kapchorwa. Your Excellency, the issue of boundary is supposed to be sorted comprehensively.
I think we are getting disorganized.
But you
No. I have got the issues. I've got the issues. I will allow only one woman so that because they don't bring me the woman, the yellow one. You speak.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. My name is Chemtai Evelyn, the woman member of Parliament, Kapchorwa District. There is one thing about insecurity that was not mentioned, and I want to bring it to your attention, that the lower part of Kapchorwa District and Kwen District, we still have an insecurity problem from Pokot from Kenya. As we speak now, they have come with their cows from the side of Pokot, from Kenya to the Ugandan side, with the pretext that they are looking for water and grass. But from our own source, we found that they go and raid from Kenyan side, maybe Turkana and other places. Then they come and hide on our side. And they come with so many cows. Now that we have farms with maize, they graze their cows into our farms. Okay. So, Your Excellency, as we talk of security, let's also consider that. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Very good. Now, Barukudembe, would you answer? This one is relevant to this one. Barukudembe, what are you saying, young man?
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm the district chairperson, Kapelebiong. And while you are speaking, Your Excellency, you mentioned Kapelebiong district. And I felt in a very humble way to make some statements clear on behalf of the people of Kapelebiong, but also to appreciate you. Indeed, it is true, between January and May, the people of Kapelebiong experienced a lot of insecurity. And for now, due to your intervention, the situation has improved. However, to consolidate it further, we want to thank you, but we also need kindly to humbly request you, Your Excellency, that Kapelebiong district has a lot of challenges. One of them is security roads, because right now deployments of the forces across the districts is very, very difficult because, first of all, we're a new district without road unit equipment, and we don't have enough resources to make sure that the roads are okay. So that's one. Number two, Kapelebiong is a gateway to Teso in terms of access from Karamoja. All the trading routes that come, for the cattle that comes from Karamoja, coming towards Teso, coming towards Bugisu, they pass through Kapelebiong. And we have had scenarios where the cattle come, maybe they are stolen, and as a district, we have been trying to ask police to step up patrols so that they're able to curtail animals that are stolen from the other parts of Karamoja. Finally, Your Excellency, the people of Kapelebiong also have a boundary issue with Karamoja. The border which was opened from Katakwi stopped along before completion towards Tuke. And now we have a community that is resettled between Abim and Kapelebiong that don't know where to belong. We also humbly request the issue of border between Kapelebiong and Napak. Thank you.
Okay, that's a very... Now, no more of the, except the Barukudembe answer the Pokot who are in Kwen lowland.
Your Excellency, this Pokot incursion in Buko is of recent, and I promise you within the next week I will go there personally and handle the situation.
Very good, very good, very good. So now we need to conclude so that we listen to statements from the zones, because you remember you have got zonal statements, the Teso, Sebei, and Bugisu 111. But the issues, I'm sorry these issues have taken long, because like the issue of the UA, the Prime Minister, Dr. Gunda, came, I sent him. He came and spent a lot of time here, and I thought they had resolved it. But we shall resolve it. Now, my appeal to you, would be to resolve this issue of the wildlife human population border basing on science, not just on the court, the what, because if you don't deal with the science will deal with you. Because that's what is happening now in Bududa. Nobody's chasing those people, but the mountain itself is saying if you don't go, you will die. So really, as leaders, there should be no compromise on this. We should guide our people firmly. And then I undertake to use the resources of the government to resettle these people somewhere else. Because we are taking even some to Masindi, but some refuse to go there. We put them here in Bulambuli. Dr. Kitutu has got a good idea that, and even other leaders have talked about it. They have said, help us build small townships in the safe areas of Bugisu. Because those trading centers will actually benefit from the mountain, but now in a different way, for tourism. Because this mountain can become a very big attraction for tourism. And that can give more livelihood to the people than even these little crops they are growing in their small plots. So when I go back to Kampala, I will make sure that we move on the issue of removing all these people from the disputed areas, all the danger areas, and they are settled somewhere, either in trading centers or in some land in other parts of Uganda. Now the anthrax, I will also take it up. It could be that the government doesn't vaccinate for, may not have so many commitments, but because even if you vaccinate the cows here, how about the cows which come from Kenya, which are diseased? How will you, the one who was speaking about it, what will we do about that? Because these are eating, even if the cows here were vaccinated, how about the ones from Kenya?
Thank you, Excellency. We explored that one as well, and we agreed that because they've been coming in unchecked, so we agreed that before they leave Luakaka, which is the main entry point for them, they must be checked before they are accessed in the markets in Bududa and other districts that are surrounding.
Oh, so they buy them from...
they buy them from Kenya, and most times they buy the young ones, and then they fatten them from here, and then Kenyans also come and buy the same animals from Bududa.
They do what?
They buy calves, young ones, from across the border. And then they fatten them.
Oh.
And then the Kenyans come and buy the fattened animals and bring them back to Kenya, Your Excellency.
So okay, I'll go and discuss with the Minister of Veterinary. But
thank you, Your Excellency.
But the easiest thing to do is to, because eating anthrax cow is very risky.
Yeah, it is, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Now, grazing animals in the park is really wrong, both in the Kumburu
Enuni Baba TV obusoga bulayire. Weekend yena ku Baba TV.
This Friday to sport program you fashion and grace na kanwaji atenga ku Burundi gono tukide banafe aba fashion universe basukuzanga tuza abasajja mainly bali kubasajja mwe bategatize. Twina gentles, twina casuals, twina casual smart, twina engate ezenjawulo. Gwe ayagala engate nnungi, ayagala engate trending, ayagala engato like zonna ezosape. Program your fashion tugenda kuba tubamanyisa bingi bingi about you.
Kokwotayo n'okolesa tekinologiya ow'ekika ekyewaigulu n'ebyo ebindiko by'otalina kusubwanga.
Ojjamu omubisi hane omulundi ogusooka then okungula every 6 months.
Buti we yakolako omulimu guno n'aliteeka kisaawe Sama omwesigwa.
Otasubwa Pastor Emma ni Ansira Musisi buli wa mukaaga essaawa 12 olw'eigulo.
We fight for our marriages. Fight for your sins. The reason why Jesus came. We all had sinned and were fallen short of the glory of God.
When the other ate, they took the fruit and took it to Adam, who was at home. Look at your don't look at the high prices. Your God is higher than. We are the number one. Top party chats, kaya number one.
Otasubwa ku Baba TV.
Wadi lwakitulwala yetusobola akola kyokwewala endwaire edituluma.
Buli mwaka bakupime ku kliniki yawo banansi bakuyambeku.
Enuni Baba TV obusoga bulayire.
Chairperson, the girl, she's about to develop blood pressure. Where is that girl? The one who was so angry. Come and I help you. You come and stand there and I help you too. So that you don't get blood pressure. Come on the microphone. Now,
Your Excellency, to get to
this are disturbing you for nothing. You are talking of we should sit on a table, round table, the Bugisu with the Sebei. This is not your job. This is the job of the map.
Yes.
You are not going to change that map. Even if you sit for 20 days in your round table with the Sebei, the maps are there in Entebbe, which were short, because you remember, before you were born, Nandutu, there was a district called Bugisu. Now this Bugisu had within it counties. I think one county was called Bungoko, another one was called Manjia. I think there was this other one, what were they calling it? The one Bududa was what? Who was Budadiri? Bududi was Budadiri. And then there was Sebei County. Now each of those counties, their maps are there in the Ministry of Lands. Therefore, you the leaders, you are really disturbing yourselves. Just bring the surveyors to show you where the maps were and finish. Do you know that, Nandutu?
I've heard your Excellence,
No,
but the issue is...
Did you know it?
I know it.
So what is the quarrel about?
The issue is, as you gave a directive, the people of the ministry came, did their survey, we came together as Bulambuli, we accepted to open the boundary. Our friends of Kapchorwa refused.
If they
Why I brought in the issue of sitting on a round table is to...
What you do, forget about the round table.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't come with the whole... I'm going to tell the Prime Minister to come and be there, and they open the boundary according to the map.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Anybody who doesn't want to come, that is his business.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
They will follow the map the way it is in the ministry. Because you see, at independence, the African leaders wisely agreed that the colonial borders be accepted the way they were. Whether they were right or wrong, just accept it. Because otherwise, we would be in war with Tanzania, because a part of Ankole was put in Tanzania. A part of Ankole was put in Rwanda. When you hear a province of Rwanda called Umutari, is Ankole. It was put in Rwanda. A part of Rwanda was put in Uganda. It is called Kisoro. A big part of Uganda, Bunyoro, was put in Congo. When you hear these areas like Bunya, like these are, I can go and address a rally in Bunya and Yankore, they will follow me. So we said, accept the borders the way they are. If you want to change them, do so politically by negotiation, like Tanganyika and Zanzibar agreed and formed Tanzania. We can agree and form East African Federation, but not quarreling.
It's okay.
So, leaders, please, don't waste your time with a round table. There's no need for round table. The Prime Minister will come with the surveyors. They stand there and they show you by map.
Thank you, Your Excellency. You are mentioning my name as Nandutu. I'm Nandudu Annette. If you want to get me easily in Bugisu land, call me Moyendagano. The heart is the agreement.
Oh,
thank you.
Moyendagano. Okay, yes. Very good.
Now, Your Excellency, I'm Barteka Vincent, chairman for all the persons in the Kapchorwa District. What that lady has said, the map which was brought in Kapchorwa, it was the wrong map. You see, for us, since we got a district, our taxpayers, the whole of Muyembe, up to Buyaga, they were still paying tax in Sebei. Our county, it was in the north, Bugisu. Now when we're given, even in the taxpayers, we have even names and we have tickets of taxpayers. Where this Muyembe, it has notified, it is Kapchorwa, it is Sebei land, and it is Sebei country. So in the border, the map which was brought, it was it was not a good map. That's why we never wanted.
Okay, the Prime Minister will make sure she comes with the real map.
Thank you. Thank you. Of 58, we need a map of 1958. We shall get the right stabbing map. Thank you very much.
Okay, the old man may have a point. Sit down, Mzee. Sit down. The old man may have a point, because the maps we are talking about are the maps at independence. The way the map was on the 9th of October 1962. There are parts of Ankole which are in Buganda. You get areas like Sembabure, you get areas like Lyantonde. They are Banyankole areas, but they were put in Buganda. That's how you find even the members of parliament who represent those areas, like Samuk Teso was representing Sembabure, and these other people, the ones who are representing the Antonio, they are Banyankole. But we don't quarrel about those. If a part of Bugisu was in Sebei County, there will be Bugisu there, but they will stay there. Nobody will remove them. but the map would be the way it was at independence. Now, what the old man is saying, it could be that after independence, because of politics, because Sebei, Kingo, Chemongis was he called Kingo? What was his Kingo? I think he was like a DP or something. He was not UPC. He was a DP. So if there were colleagues who were UPCs, if they changed the map after independence, then then we shall have to go back to the map of 1962. I hope that is not the case. Museveni, the one who was speaking, is that the case or what? The Museveni, what?
Your Excellency, what I meant is that the time when we were in North Bugisu, our county was stopping any Buluganya, Bulago, and all that. But later on, when we were divided to come in Kapchorwa to get a district, we said even if we could roll from Yemba River, where our land was going up, Bulambuli is ours,
but
Rolosat is ours.
No, Mzee. Mzee, who divide? Because Mzee, please, you know what you call history? What you call history, I call current affairs.
That's right.
Because I was there. How old are you?
I'm 83.
Oh, you are competing with me.
Yes. And even we have even taxpayers when you go to part this Muyembe River up to Teso.
No, Mzee, I think now you are confusing issues.
I'm not confusing.
Just hold on. Because please, you people, stop making noise there. Order people, because there was no North Bugisu. Those North Bugisus are later, maybe during the time of Amin and all that. But in the time of independence, it was Amasaza counties.
Of course.
And the counties were Manjia, I know very well, because my friend Natoro was coming from there. Then I think there was Bungoko.
Yes.
Then there was Budadiri.
And then Sebei.
And then Sebei.
Yes.
So don't mix up with the North Bugisu. What? No.
No, that one came through campaign when where Chemonge stood. But it was 4 counties. By then we counted North Bugisu. And even the time we left the...
You mean Chemonge is... They cut a part of Bugisu, put it in Sebei?
Yes, Chemonge got votes from Buginyanya, Bulago, Muyembe. It was a constituency which was combined in Sebei.
Yes. Don't mix up issues, Mzee.
Chemonge he stood as a candidate for Buginyani, Bulago.
Okay, now I know where the confusion is, Mzee.
Yes.
Okay, now, okay. What's your name?
I'm Bariteka Vincent.
Bariteka
Vincent.
Bariteka, Sakaja.
Vincent.
Sakaja, is he your son or what?
No, it is them just, my name is Bariteka Vincent.
Okay, Bariteka, because there's another one who was with the
that one was an ambassador.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I know. Okay, you sit down. I have known your confusion.
No, you know my confusion, but I'm right.
You sit down and I help you. Oh, I have now discovered why sometimes you waste a lot of time. You see, our UPC, first of all of you who are here, including the Musei, agree so that you don't even waste the time of the team who come, because those would be young people who don't know. Agree that Bugisu was a district and it had counties. You people, if there is somebody writing minutes, please. It had counties, and the counties which I remember very well in my head were Manjia, where my friend Natoro was coming from, Bungoko, Budadiri, and Sebei. I don't know whether there was a fourth one which I would have forgotten. Yes?
Your Excellency, there was also Bubulo County. Bubulo County, which became Manafa District.
Bubulo.
I mean, Manja was carved from Bubulo.
Yes, yeah.
Huh?
There was Bubulo County also.
I don't think it. We can check. I never had it so much. I knew Bubulo became a secondary school later. There was a Kasumoro new school there.
Yeah, His Excellency, I'm Kigai Hosea Kimono, Chairman Manafa. Okay, that time there were majorly 4 counties.
Yes.
That was Bungoho, Budadiri, Manjia and Bubulo. But I remember very well, Manjia was carved from Bubulo.
I think so. You at independence, I don't remember. So please, you get this, all of you, so that you don't get blood pressure for nothing. Now, what the old man is talking about is that UPC, because of their politics of tricks, when they were making constituencies, they would know, because at that time politics was either religion or tribes. So in making constituencies, they would see, this is like, for instance, Ankole Northeast. Ankole Northeast, the one where I come from. They would get the counties of Kashari, of Nyabushozi, huge counties of Ibanda, and put them together as a constituency. Ankole Northeast. And in the 1980 elections, because they were fighting me, they would cut away the sub-counties of Nyabushozi, Nyakashashara, cut it away, Kashonji, cut it away, bring the sub-counties of Ibanda, put them in Ankole Northeast. So that's what he's talking about. He's saying that in the elections, that's what the old man is talking about, that in the elections, UPC created an artificial constituency trying to, because they were not sure of the Sabini support, because the Sabini were hostile. They were DP with the Chimonges. So they would try to bring Bugisu to dilute the to dilute the voting power of the Sabine, so that they don't win anywhere. But that is different. That one cannot, it is not an administrative, it is not the administrative boundaries we are talking about. And why, that is why, when the NRM came, we said no more ad hoc constituencies. We said now the constituency must coincide with the administrative boundaries. This is why the NRM took this position. And for the CA, I remember the constituencies in the whole of Uganda were 149. And there was even a debate that some constituencies have got smaller number, what. We said, no, it doesn't matter. As long as it is a county, let it be a constituency. So, that one, Mzee, should not confuse you. That Bugisu North is not what we are talking about. We are talking about, that was a parliamentary constituency created by UPC as a maneuver to cause the defeat of whoever they wanted to defeat, but not a parliamentary, not an administrative unit. The administrative unit that will guide us is the Sebei County. Mzee, have you understood it? Huh? Is he the one speaking? Somebody translate for him in
If we shall follow administrative boundaries, we shall win.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
But let somebody explain it in Sabine so that everybody understands it. Somebody who can speak Sabine well. Explain it in Sabine well.
Your Excellency, my name is Kurwa Charles.
I know you explain.
Okay, Afindi. Kamoi bonded le Kyote nyoga mig de bonded ni Bartega. Ku Kyote nyig bukwe ishit nyogije kwe mariondet chemongesi waisi ago wambosa. Denebrio Kyote nyoba sasyandit amye Kyote nyoba sasyandit le Brio Kyote nyobo kweishit. That is constituency. Yeah? I've done it, sir.
Honorable members of the meeting, colleagues, let's have one meeting. I request that we remain orderly as we started. Those who are under the sun, sunbathing, please continue listening in as the meeting is ongoing. Those who are having lunch, please have lunch peacefully and silently. And we are going to request His Excellency the President, when he returns, that he gives us a chance now to make presentations region by region. And we will begin with Sebei region, then we go to Bugisu sub-region, and then we have the one of Teso sub-region. But I would like to request that we stay focused in one meeting. Let's remain organized as we started. Thank you.
Members, I want to echo the words of the Vice President. Please, let's get disciplined. I'm seeing some people facing that way. His Excellency is talking this way. You are facing that way. That group there, that group.
Don't worry.